Let me give you this soundbite from Stephanie Ruhle, who's an MSNBC anchor. And she appeared at the New York Times Deal Book Summit roundtable. They invited us to attend this thing. We said no. And here she is, shocked to hear that anyone thinks MSNBC has a liberal bias.
You should trust the media that earns your trust. You know what you're going to get when you tune into Fox News. You know what you're going to get when you tune into CNN. You know what you're going to get when you tune into MSNBC.
I challenge that. You don't.
Oh, that's not true. I know exactly what I'm going to get when I turn on Fox News. I know exactly what angle they're going to come with. If I turn on MSNBC, I know I'm getting a left angle. I know.
Are you shocked when you turn on MSNBC? Or are you like, oh my God, I didn't see this tape coming?
Then I invite you to watch my show any night of the week.
Okay. You would be the first to do so because she literally has no avid fans whatsoever. There are no numbers following Stephanie Ruhle or anybody else at MSNBC other than the one day a week that Rachel Maddow shows up. But we dipped in so that you won't have to. Here's just a sampling of how the totally objective, who could guess where she's going to land Stephanie Ruhle sounds on that program. Watch.
I just said I'm not going to vote for her.
Is not running for perfect. She's running against Trump. And so there are some things you might not know her answer to. And in 2024, unlike 2016 for a lot of the American people, we know exactly what Trump will do, who he is, and the kind of threat he is to democracy.
The latest attack has been that Joe Biden has politicized and weaponized the DOJ, right? That was the whole argument around Donald Trump's conviction. And this week, of course, Hunter Biden was found guilty, and Joe Biden has very clearly said he would not pardon his son. How stark is this difference? I mean, how can Republicans keep making this argument? Where's Hunter? And he's accepted his sentence. What will the future hold now that America has just decided that we're going to F around and find out?
That was the day after Trump was elected.
What a painful
Walter,
phony she is. Where did she learn that act? I love going on your show, Megyn. Somehow you didn't turn into one of those creatures. She has some kind of training in looking authoritative and getting other people to shut up. And every once in a while she uses an expression from the internet like FAFO. And basically all she does is she's like a party leader, an enforcer. People don't know what they're going to get when they tune into her show. They know exactly what they're going to get. That's why they tune into
exactly.
That's why they tune into her show.
That's right.
You're going to dismiss
That's why
everybody
those four
else.
Viewers.
You're going to act like you're smarter. You're going to not give it any substance or evidence for your arguments. You're going to continue to act as though things that giant disasters that have happened didn't happen. You know, shouldn't you be in mourning for realizing that Tim Walz almost became your party's vice president when you're seeing what happened? Shamelessness at that level is absolutely a skill. And I don't know where they learn it. And I don't know how they hang on to it and how they socialize such that they never meet real people. But I don't think they ever do.
The Hunter Biden bit is amazing. Like, now how are they going to attack him? He says he's not going to pardon him. You know, he said it. Oh, okay. How'd that work out? Wrong again. Was it just because she was blinded by her totally well-placed faith in the president's word? No. The rest of us all knew it was bullshit when Biden said it. We doubted it openly on the air, and therefore we didn't look like fools when he actually did.
But the truth is,
Hunter
15 minutes before Trump became president, Joe Biden pardoned his entire family.
Yeah.
His entire family.
I mean, like, and there she is just pretending like he said he's not going to. So,
right,
you know,
right.
That's
there's never
what's
another
true.
show.
That's what's real.
There's never a second show where, like, excuse me, I said he wouldn't pardon Hunter Biden, but he actually did go and pardon everybody named Biden a little bit later. So I got to revise. No, she just launches assertions into the void that will never be challenged, that will all be wrong. And she knows the moment she says them that they're going to be wrong. But she's going to keep going and through sheer momentum, stay ahead of reality. But that whole model, staying ahead of reality financially, media-wise, in terms of your statements about how things work, isn't working anymore. You can't just go on sheer blarney and momentum anymore. That's my bet. if you can.
Or can you? Because speaking of Rachel Maddow, there's no bigger perpetrator on TV of the fake Russiagate hoax. She's numero uno by a long distance.
Totally agree.
There are some like Natasha Bertrand over at CNN and others in the print media who do contributor roles.
Yeah.
But she's number one by a lot. And is she sorry? Has she changed her tune? Is she acknowledging that this is all a fucking pack of lies? Here she is on Colbert a week ago tomorrow. It was last Tuesday. We've been meaning to get to the soundbite. Right. Here it is today, SOT 18.
What we've ended up with is the White House plan, the peace plan for Russia and Ukraine, which appears quite literally to have been written in the Kremlin and then given to Steve Witkoff, who then advised the Kremlin on how best to sell it to Trump. I mean, it really just feels like the whole Putin and Trump thing that was so weird for all those years, which a lot of us reported on a lot at the time and got a lot of hassle for it. I'm just saying, it kind of seems like that's now paid off with the Kremlin actually running U.S. foreign policy through the president's doofus Gulf friend. And it's hilarious, except for the fact that we're now years into this deadly war in Ukraine, where they used to think we were their ally and we were helping them stand up against this tyranny. And now we apparently have been captured by the Kremlin and work for Vladimir Putin. I don't know what Putin has on him, but he works for Putin, and it's an embarrassment to this country.
Well, what did Putin have on Biden when he invaded Ukraine under Biden? Apparently unafraid that Biden would do anything, and properly, because Biden didn't. Okay? Well, Rachel, with your glasses, you've been on too long. You do a job. Your job was to sell the idea that Donald Trump was Putin's patsy. You did it in every McCarthyist way you could. I have in this sealed envelope the secret contract between Putin and Trump, and I will reveal it on a future show. She teased every damn thing from taxes to whatever. We were going to have the big reveal. It never happened. In fact, Putin got his biggest gain under Biden when he invaded Ukraine. And now that's Trump's fault too somehow. The whole thing needs to be swept away. By the time the new year comes, Megyn, we need there to be no more Rachels. We can remember them. We can have their, baseball card.
On the air, not in general.
but we no longer need to play with this model. They're all from another world, and we're trying to move into a reality-based world where we solve our problems, keep track of our money, get results for our political enterprises, make people tell the truth, and so on. And that whole circus that they've been running, it needs to leave town. And if it won't leave town, then we need to ignore it.
It's not. It's metastasizing.
Ever read the label on a typical bag of chips? It's often a science experiment of seed oils, MSG, artificial dyes, and mystery ingredients. Masa is part of the growing movement to bring back real food. Masa chips contain just 3 ingredients: organic corn, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow. Not only do these chips avoid the bad stuff, they also taste delicious, too. Snacking on Masa chips is nothing like eating regular chips. With Masa, you feel satisfied, light, and energetic with no crash and no bloat. And if you love Masa, then you will love Vandy Crisps. Vandy, which is Masa's sister company, makes the most delicious 3-ingredient potato chips, too. Ready to give Masa or Vandy a try? Use code MK for 25% off your first order at masachips.com or vandycrisps.com, or simply click the link in the video description or scan the QR code to claim this delicious offer. Don't feel like ordering online? Masa and Vandy are now available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket. Stop by and pick a couple of bags up before they're all gone.
Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.